We are the farmers.
Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Dubby, and today I have episode 21 coming out for you guys on my Maxing TH10 series. Now, it has been a little while since my last episode, and yeah, not too much progress has been made. As you can clearly see, I have 4 builders available right now, and the only builder I have busy is just on this air defense, so not too much progress has been made. The only thing that I've been working on is getting my Teslas maxed out, which I finally did, but other than that, I still need to work on getting my Archer Towers maxed out, my cannons, and I also need to work on my traps, like the Seeking Air Mine, giant bombs, just the regular bombs themselves. I want to get those all maxed out, and I do have a couple other small things like my Dark Elixir Drill and the Dark Barracks I need to max out, and not to mention that like 70% of my base is still level 8 walls, which I have to do for sure. So we still got a little bit to go. We got some more episodes coming out, don't you worry guys. So anyways, here we are with the very first raid. We got this cute little Town Hall 9 who's offering us a good amount of resources, 250,000 gold, 320,000 elixir, and 1.2k dark elixir. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down 2 lightning spells just on this mortar on the top part, and I'm going to put down a couple archers on this town hall so we can get that reassuring 1 star. I'm going to proceed by putting down a couple archers on the outside to take out these outside buildings, of course, and get a couple extra percent, so that way I can get closer to that 50% and get that 2 star. I do want to start slowly pushing up in my trophy count so I can get back up to Crystal 1 and maybe even Masters 3, because I've been kind of inactive on Clash and I slowly started dropping down, and I didn't really want to do that. I kind of wanted to stay in Masters 3 because the loot bonus was so sexy up there. So that's my goal right now, is I want to work my way back up. But anyways, onto the actual raid here. It's pretty standard. All I really have to do is just flood in a bunch of archers, take out these outer defensive towers, and the way I like to attack bases like this is I want to take out all the archer towers, all the cannons, Teslas that might be on the outskirts of the base with my archers, and then when I take those out and don't really have to worry about any damage on my heroes, I want to put them down and so they can start making their way towards the center. So unfortunately I don't have a rage spell. I do have a free spell, and I think I kept that from my last raid, so that kind of sucks because that's not going to help whatsoever in this raid. So we'll see how things turn out. I'm still going to start flooding in more archers towards the center when my heroes make compartments, and looks like the Barbarian King is taking some damage. Archer Queen is still full health, so things are looking pretty okay so far. I'm gonna have to use his ability pretty soon here when he gets closer to that center compartment, and yeah, as soon as he starts taking out this wall here, I'm gonna be able to flood in the rest of my archers. Alright, King, shove your way in there, make these women proud. There we go, opening compartment right to the very center. Gonna put down the rest of my archers so they can overrun the very center of this base, and they should be able to take out all these storages as the Barbarian King is taking in all the damage from the surrounding defensive towers. Barbarian King is about to go down here, so we won't be able to protect the women anymore. I do have the Archer Queen still in the very center taking out that gold storage along with a bunch of archers. Now here comes a little scare in the raid. Here comes down the mortar shot, and boom! It does not take out the archers though. It is not high level enough to sweep them in one hit. And there we go, we're gonna be able to get all the resources out of this guy's base. We managed to save 3 spells, so I guess that's pretty good. And we actually saved a little bit of elixir there, and I kind of just kept on going with this raid. I really don't know why. I guess I sacrificed the queen because I was like, whatever, bye. And yeah, that's gonna wrap up this raid. We got 83% 2-star victory, stole all this guy's resources, and pretty sweet raid for all archers. So let's go on to the next one. Alright, so we managed to find another little Town Hall 9 base that's offering us a good amount of resources. It looks like all the resources are in the pumps and mines, but I'm not just going to go for those. I want to actually try to take out this base. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down 2 giants to make sure there's no traps here, no giant bombs, whatever it might be. Maybe it's an inactive base, but you never know. Traps might have never been set off, and it could screw up the raid a little bit, so you definitely don't want that to happen. I'm going to do a little bit of a split push here, group of giants to the left side or group of giants to the right. I'm going to put down the Barbarian King on the left side, Archer Queen on the right, and hopefully they can start merging together. As you can see, all the giants actually grouped up, and I'm going to put down a jump spell here, so they're going to make their way towards the center, and when they make their way towards the center, I'm going to put down a nice little rage spell for them, and they can sweep everything. So I'm going to use my Barbarian King's ability because he was unfortunately taking a good amount of damage, which isn't too good. we're already at the 2-star, 57%. It feels like we barely got into this base and we're about to 3-star this thing. So let's see how this goes. A lot of the defensive towers are out of the way now. I do have to deal with this Barbarian King on the top part here. There's a lot of Wizard Tower damage coming down onto my Giants here, so that's not too good, but hopefully it's not going to be a problem here. I still do have the Archer Queen on the right side. I have her ability as well. We're at a minute 50 seconds. This is actually a pretty quick raid, and we're at 83%, 84, 85. It's just constantly going straight up, and we're just about to 3-star this guy here any second now. So 92%. I do have that laboratory on the top part there. I don't know if I put down any troops for that, but looks like that's it. 99, 100. That is gonna wrap up this raid. That was a very fast one, and managed to take all the resources. Pretty cool. That's nice. I wish I had more raids like that. So, anyways, let's go for the next one. Holy shit, this guy is packing some wall upgrades. Yeah, no, I looked at this base for a second and I was like, there is no way. You know, normally I look at the resources first before I even look at the base, and then I saw the resources, I'm like, oh, that's nice, let's go for that. I look at the base and I'm like, oh shit, never mind. But then I was looking at it again and I realized, like, hold up, these air defenses suck. And I have Lava Lunian on me. So let's go for it. I don't know how this is going to turn out, hopefully for the best. But when it comes down to air troops, walls don't really have anything to do with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the Lava Hounds first. They're going to go for the air defenses with a line of balloons behind them. Pretty standard procedure. I'm doing the Mickey Mouse configuration. Now watch this epic lightning spell. It's actually going to take out all of the clan castle troops. And I guess it was kind of lucky. I didn't actually think that it would be that good of a lightning spell placement, but managed to actually take it all out. I do have a huge cluster of balloons coming in from the right side here. They're going to take out everything in the center compartment. And this raid is actually looking really good so far. Well, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, but I was smiling at this point in the raid. So hopefully it's going to be 100% victory. Now, I did put down the Barbarian King on the left side here. It was a bit of a mistake because he was still too close to these outside buildings, so he actually goes for that barracks that's on the very left side here, and then he's going to start going after those elixir pumps, so that wasn't too good. That's not exactly what I wanted out of him, but that shouldn't affect the raid. Let's see how this turns out still. So I'm going to put down the Archer Queen at the very bottom part here where a bunch of my minions are, so she's going to be able to take out that Archer Tower, and hopefully she'll be able to get that elixir from those storages. So Barbarian King is about to go down here. That's not good. So we still have 2 cannons left, an Archer Tower, air defense, a Wizard Tower, and a Tesla, and there's still a good amount of resources left. Like, I'm kind of bummed out at this point in the raid. I thought it was going well and up until this point. So we still have 2 storages left for elixir and 1 gold storage left. If I can get these 2 elixir storages, I'll be happy. I don't even care about the gold, dude. So let's see what happens here. I should have sped up the video. I kind of forgot to do that. So I guess we'll just have to wait for the Archer Queen to take out this wall. So how was your guys' day? Let me know. But anyways, giant bomb goes on here. I had like a quick panic attack there. I'm like, oh shit. So I had to use her ability super quick here. And luckily she goes for one of the storages, and then what does she do? It's like, damn woman, come on. It's like not that hard just to go a couple of steps backwards and you have an elixir storage to take out. But instead she's just gonna go for this wall right here and into her death trap basically. So I mean, when I was actually watching this part of the raid, I was thinking to myself, like, I can't even imagine if I was actually an Archer Queen and I was this stupid to be able to actually break a wall and basically go into my own death instead of actually like taking a couple steps backwards and go for an elixir storage. So that's a little bit sad. Like, I really wish that Supercell would actually fix her AI and make it a little bit better so she would go for other things that are more important other than breaking a wall and going and killing herself. So anyways, back in the base, we have this stupid lava hound in here, so let's gem that shit out of there and make some space for something else. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and probably get my wizard upgrade. So that is 7.5 million elixir. Shit. So there we go. I guess I could have gotten the wall breakers actually, now that I think about it. Never mind. I have to do the wizards anyways eventually, so that is actually pretty much going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to smack that like button down below. Helps me out a bunch. I'll try and make the next episode in 2 days, so that way we can get another air defense upgrade. At least that's basically what I have in mind to do for next episode, but we'll see how things go. That's going to wrap it up. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smack that like button down below. Helps me out a bunch, and I will see you all later. So peace, guys, and keep clashing.